Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, we're going to talk about the things you need to know about manifestation, the laws of the universe, and why we're here, and what is the purpose of all of it. And everybody can have their own belief system, and that's the most beautiful part. But it is so important to expand ourselves and to open up our eyes, ears, and hearts to all of the different possibilities of what could be the truth. So I believe that we jump into these bodies and we are searching for the truth. We're searching for the lessons, the growth. We want our souls to expand in these bodies. So we basically come down here to experience this love, to experience God's love, the universe. We're just extensions of it. So when we're manifesting, we are literally just utilizing the magic within us. We're remembering that we are connected to God, to source, to love, to grace. And we have that ability to tap into calling in things, and not material things, but the growth that our soul came here to experience. So a lot of times you'll notice on a manifesting journey, and I teach it in my videos, that we go through the squeeze. We go through these moments where we're being forced to become new. We're unlearning all of the conditioning, all the patterns, all of the toxic behaviors that we grew up inheriting from our environments, from the people that we love. And it's nobody's fault. It's just part of the experience. We jump into these bodies, we don't remember our truth. And then our whole life is the journey of remembering and then releasing, remembering, releasing, remembering, releasing. And in that process, we learn that we can co-create with spirit, with the universe. We can ask for assistance. We can surrender and remember that we are the co-creators. There's nothing outside of us. We're all connected. And in one of my other videos, I talked about how the universe, if you can imagine the universe as a person, right? And we are all extensions of it. So I might be this finger, you might be that finger, and we're just full on extensions of this higher power. You could also see it as a tree. If you're this tree of light, right? That's the universe. We are all branches on this tree. So we're all connected. So if something happens to the root of that tree, we're all affected by it. And when we are one single branch or one finger on that tree, if we hurt ourselves or if we think negative thoughts towards another branch or another finger or another person, we are then going to feel that suffering. So manifesting and co-creating is understanding that we are all one. We are all connected, and you have the ability to co-create the life of your dreams by understanding that it starts with being a good person. It starts with recognizing that we're all one. So having forgiveness, having compassion, having love for all people, no matter what they've done to you, because you've chosen that experience. Your soul is choosing to go through those tough moments to wake you up more to your truth. And your truth is that you're love. You're a part of that tree. So let's talk about relationships, because they can be some of the most painful experiences. So you are one branch, right? You might have 5 or 6 different branches that stem off of yours, which means you might have 5 or 6 different intimate partners, maybe long-term partners in this lifetime that you're meant to bump in with to learn the lessons you chose to experience. So we cannot get mad at somebody when they move on, because we have maybe 2 more branches to experience, because we have more lessons to learn. So I don't know what your soul chose for you in your path, but I need you to look at your life right now and not judge any of it. I need you to allow every experience that has happened to you to be there, because if it happened, then it was meant to happen. And when we can fall into that trust and that faith that anything we're manifesting, whether it's a situation to grow our soul, whether it's an experience to feel more joy, maybe it's an opportunity to expand ourselves and to see what we're capable of. These are all meant for us. We are choosing it. It's on our path, and we're just remembering our truth. So manifestation is just a remembering of your truth. And in each video that I create, we're talking about signs and synchronicities. These are just the small moments in the macro scale, if that's even the right word for it, of what's really going on. We're just enjoying the journey when we're talking about the signs and the synchronicities and tracking it all. That's what makes it a little bit more fun. But if you can always remember the higher perspective of why you're doing it and why your soul is choosing to be here watching this video right now, it's to remember your truth, that you are connected to everybody and everything, and that when you think a negative thought, you're hurting others and yourself. So if we can pull that energy back and really hone that energy and build love with us and build light and then put that out, that's when the world starts to become a better place, because we're all living from light. We're all allowing our light to be seen. And on my channel, I love to motivate people to get on their mission. If you're feeling the call, if you want to leave your 9-to-5 job, which feels like a prison, you can leave it. Your light is not shining there. You literally have your light boxed up and it is in the darkness and you are not feeling good. That's what that anxiety is. It's your soul screaming at you saying, we need to get out of here. And this is where manifestation can come into play, because you need to go within to allow that light to come out to get you out of that situation. Okay, we can't go outside of us to change our lives. We have to go within, talk with our creator, talk with the universe and say, help me move through this difficult situation. Show me the way. Show me what I'm missing. I want to have a better life. I want to create a better career. I want to share my gifts. Show me the way. And that's why it's called a co-creation, because you're working with the universe, because you're connected to it. You know, we can't just branch off of that tree and go live as a branch, as a separate entity. We would die. You know, we're not connected to that source anymore. So we need this higher power. We are connected to it. So understanding all of this will change your life, because you're going to start living from a place of love. You're going to start going within when you want to create change. And just to finalize this video, there's 3 beliefs that our ego continues to tell us to keep us in suffering. And this is what kind of halts us on our journey. It stifles us. It makes us feel stuck. We're literally suffering inside of our bodies in the mundane moments of our day. So I love to help free people from that. I don't want anyone suffering. And I can relate to this. 11 years ago, my daughter passed away. And shortly after that, I was like, we're not meant to suffer. I refuse to live my life in this anxiety and depression and sadness and pain. I refuse. There's no way I came here to experience this. So that's what took me on a deep dive to learn about the ego and the mind. And my mentor showed up and she taught me so much, and she just expanded me and saved me. And I then saved myself by doing the work. So these 3 beliefs, the first belief is the ego will tell you that you're incomplete, that there's lack, that you need something outside of you to make you feel full and whole. And that could be a partnership. It could be money. It could be the job, the fulfillment. We need to get you feeling so full on the inside. That's why I talked about your light is inside of a box. We need you to open up that box first to feel what your light feels like. And then we get you out into the world sharing it. But first, we have to find that fulfillment within. So the way we do that is we just have to be really mindful in the moment, because when we're manifesting, we have to check our energy. We have to check our frequency, our vibration, and we have to say, oh my gosh, am I believing in lack? Am I believing that this isn't possible for me? Where does this belief come from? Oh, thank you, ego. No, thank you. You're not in charge of this anymore. I got this from here on out. And you talk to your ego and you say, no, I believe I have everything I need inside of me, and I don't need anything else. Everything else is just the byproduct of my magical existence. Okay, the second belief is that your happiness is determined by an outcome. So if somebody doesn't choose you, if you don't get picked for that job, are you going to crumble? Your ego will tell you that you are going to suffer if this thing doesn't happen. And this usually fires up your anger and your frustration. So if we're really pissed off that something's not happening the way we want it to happen, we have to check ourselves and say, no outcome will fulfill me. I am okay without this outcome happening. I'm okay either way. Okay. The third belief is I am in control. I am going to control life. That's so silly, because we are not in control of life. You know, I couldn't control the fact that my daughter passed away. You probably can't control the fact that you've been moved out of relationships or changing jobs or getting fired. things just happen, and we have to relinquish control and tell the ego we're not in control. And if you think we're in control, you're going to send us down a path of pain and suffering. So in that moment, we can say the universe is always protecting us and it's always moving us to what's best for us. I am not in control. So once you can identify these three beliefs and how your ego is keeping you on a loop and in suffering, when you feel sadness, you're in lack. When you feel anger, you're thinking that an outcome is going to make you happy. When you feel frustration and so much pain and suffering, and your nervous system will feel that tightness, that anger, that sadness, that resentment with all of these different beliefs. And you're going to know that they're present because you're going to feel that emotion in your body. So when we become mindful, we take the helicopter view of our thoughts in each moment. So you're doing the dishes and you're really upset that somebody's not messaging you back, or they're not giving you what you need. You're going to say, oh, this is the second belief. I'm thinking that a certain outcome is going to make me happy. How can I find peace right now in whatever happens, trusting that everything is happening perfectly? And that's the root of those three beliefs. That's what overcomes them, is faith and trust that you're not in control. Nothing is outside of you. You have access to everything that you need. And when you want to experience cool things, you have to first be so grateful for all that you have and then work from there and just be like, okay, the universe and God will bring me what I need when I need it. I don't need to go out and force it, but manifesting is fun. Let's dance with it. Let's play with the numbers and the synchronicities and have fun along the way, but you're not going to get rocked and feel depressed if something doesn't arrive, because then you're trapped in the ego again. So becoming super mindful of all of this is going to enhance your life. It's going to allow you to make change, to be better, to start sharing your light. And we need your light more than ever. Our world is in a tough spot right now. It is October of 2023. I don't know when you're watching this. It could be years from now. It could be current, but we need your light and we need you feeling and remembering who you are. You are a part of that tree of life, that tree of light. We are all connected and we have to forgive, find compassion, love each other, love ourselves, and then take space in the world from that energy. When we're putting our light out into the world, we're going to get that back. And one more thing, I just got guided to say, the first belief that I am incomplete, you feel like you're in lack, the best way to heal that belief is to give what you don't have. Whatever you're feeling you want more of, give it first. When you give love, you're coming from love. When you give money, you're coming from abundance. When you give your heart, you're coming from compassion. We first have to have it within before we can receive it. So please always give the thing you're lacking. This will solve everything. It'll heal your depression. It'll heal your anxiety, because you're telling yourself, I already have this within me. I'm going to give it. And then I'm going to get it back in return, but I'm not giving it to get it. I'm just giving it because I have it. And this is what saved me after my daughter passed away. I was a teacher at the time, a high school teacher, and every day I committed to giving love to those kids. I'd give them compliments. I'd leave them little Post-it notes on their desk to tell them how amazing they are. I would listen to them. I was constantly stepping out of my pain and my suffering, and I was giving. I had this one quote that I always had in my classroom, and it was, giving is the antidote to emptiness. So when we give, when we think we're empty, the ego is telling us that we're empty. When we give, we're shutting that voice up saying, I'm not empty. I have so much inside of me to give. I just didn't know it because I wasn't actively doing it. So this is what you need to remember. Give first to receive the thing you're looking for. All right, lovies, I hope this helped you. Manifesting is such a beautiful, fun thing that we're doing every single day. But when we do it the right way, with the right intention and coming from the right space, it is so much more enjoyable. And we find peace through the chaos of it all, knowing that everything is always coming to us. Everything in our vortex is going to be dropping in any minute, because we understand this and we're not in pain and we're not in suffering. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, connect your energy to mine. Let's get this out there to more people so they don't suffer. We need everybody's light to be as bright as it possibly can be. All right, lovies, I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.